The individuals who I've known who've had the biggest influence on haemostasis, our understanding of the clotting mechanism and application in the clinical area, would have to start with my mentor, Arthur Bloom, who first proposed a solution to the conundrum of why patients with von Willebrand's disease are lacking a platelet factor but also a factor VIII, whereas patients with haemophilia A just lack factor VIII. And his hypothesis, which I worked on solving, enabled us to purify factor VIII. His influence on me led on, of course, to the cloning of factor VIII, as we've mentioned. At the same time, Brownlee in Oxford was purifying and cloning factor IX, the factor deficient in haemophilia B. And factor VIII is the cofactor for factor IX to activate factor X. So it's a very tight-knit complex, which is crucial in the middle stages of the clotting cascade to deliver the thrombin that makes the clot at the site and the time when we need it. Over on the other side of haemostasis, which is too much clotting, thrombosis, a very common condition, was the leading cause of death in the British population. That has changed now towards cancer as the leading cause of death, but until very recently, clots were the cause of most morbidity and death. And many have worked in the British context on that. Tom Mead, in the Northwick Park Heart study, over many years established the risk factors that are inherent in our clotting system if it becomes deregulated and overactive and leads to strokes, heart attacks, deep vein thrombosis, pulmonary embolism. Also, one must mention Gordon Lowe in Glasgow with the Glasgow Heart Study, large-scale cross-sectional studies following normal individuals over many years, decades even, that have enlightened us about the major risk factors that could lead to thrombosis. The development of successful anticoagulation to regulate and control that. One should mention the Kakars, father and son, who worked on the use of anticoagulation as prophylaxis around surgery and prevented a major morbidity death rate from happening in our hospitals after surgical intervention and also after childbirth. And also in that context, I want to mention Beverly Hunt, who's been very much in the forefront of ensuring that we use our available anticoagulants, blood thinners, in the right ways at the right time.